Hi, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the top most frequently asked questions about San Diego so you can get a really good idea of what it would be like to live, work, hang out here. Let's go ahead and get started. Hi, my name's Alisha. I'm a local real estate agent here in San Diego, and I have people just like you reaching out all the time saying they're making the move here to San Diego, and we absolutely love helping them. So if you're thinking about making the move out here in the next few weeks, months, or even in the next year, it's never too soon to start planning and finding the perfect home, perfect neighborhood for you to live in. So go ahead and send our team a text, give us a call, or send us an email. We would absolutely love to hear from you and make this transition out here as smooth and stress-free as possible for you. Okay, first things first, let's kick it off with the most common question I get is, what's the cost of living here in San Diego? And of course, when I think of San Diego, I don't think of affordability. So this is a really desirable place to live. I mean, we have incredible weather year round, close to the beach, close to tons of theme parks, and I mean, we got it all. Anyways, the cost of living is high. It's 121% more expensive than the US average. I know our median home price is in San Diego County for a detached home is over $1 million. So we've become one of the more expensive cities in California. So we're neck and neck with LA, but you will get a lot better, like a larger backyard, a nicer interior of a home here in San Diego still than you would in LA. So can be deceiving that LA's median home price is less than San Diego's, but LA is twice the size as San Diego. So I think just because there's so many homes below the average, that helps keep that average price down. So don't let that fool you. But nonetheless, San Diego is still expensive. Our median home price is over $1 million. So yeah, and yeah, our utilities are about 11% higher than the national average. Gas is usually higher. So, like I said, you don't move to San Diego for affordability reasons. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions or where you'd be moving from. But I'd say unless you're moving here from Hawaii or maybe LA or San Francisco, that more than likely San Diego is going to be more expensive than where you're moving here from. Okay, so the next question I get is, what's the weather like? Is it really as dreamy as it seems? And the answer is yes. Over 266 days of sunshine here in San Diego, which I absolutely love. I love that in the summer months, I live coastal, that it doesn't really, it's rare that it exceeds 80 degrees. Now, of course, if you live a little further inland, maybe Poway or things like that, it will on a regular basis in the summer get in the 90 degrees. But that's all to be said that we have a very mild climate, that in the winter months, it's usually 60s. And, you know, so it's commonly staying between 60 and 80 degrees. So it doesn't fluctuate a ton. So I am obsessed with the weather. I grew up in Arizona, so used to those really, really hot summer months. So my husband and I absolutely love living out here, that we can go for walks and um, keep up with our hobbies like pickleball, and my husband's a mountain biker, that we can keep up with those hobbies year round and the weather does not affect those hobbies. And yeah, of course, not to mention it's nice not having to dress your kids for snow. So the weather is everything that it's cracked up to be. Okay, next let's talk about traffic. So If you've watched my videos, you can tell sometimes I get annoyed. People categorize San Diego traffic the same as LA traffic, and that couldn't be further from the truth. LA traffic is way, way, way worse. They have double the population in 50% less of the area. So LA traffic is an animal of its own. Now, that's not to say sometimes San Diego traffic isn't bad as well. So in the summer months, I noticed that our traffic on the 5 is a lot worse. We have the Del Mar Fair happening in June and July, and that can always bring more traffic on the 5. We also have the Del Mar horse races going on twice a year, so that can bring some traffic. So a lot of our traffic has to do with events that are happening, and plus in the summer months, we just have so many tourists visiting us to add to the congestion. So summer is a lot worse for traffic, definitely. But yeah, we're nowhere near the same level of LA traffic on a regular basis. Showing homes, I can get from North County down south in 40 minutes. It takes no traffic. If there is traffic, then it's usually an hour. So can add on some time, and that's usually during rush hour. But in LA, sometimes it takes you an hour to go, you know, 5 miles. It can be really, really insane. So our traffic is not nearly as bad as LA, but there can be times with different events going on that it does affect it. So kind of have to plan accordingly. And okay, next we're going to talk about the job market here in San Diego. So San Diego has a lot of defense and military. We have the Navy base on Coronado. We have the Marine Camp Pendleton base in Oceanside, and then we have the Air Force in Miramar as well. So military and defense is a really big sector for our economy here in San Diego. And then, of course, we have tourism. We get a lot of millions of visitors every year. We have the San Diego Zoo, we have Legoland, we have the San Diego Safari Park, we have Balboa that has tons of great museums. So SeaWorld, there is a lot of visitors that come here for those theme parks, and also, of course, our fabulous beaches and great weather. So tourism is huge as well here in San Diego. And then we also have biotechnology and healthcare. So we have a lot of biotech, we have Dexcom, we have lots of biotech companies that you'll see right off the 5 freeway around the La Jolla area. And then, of course, healthcare. Our hospitals are top ranked. And so, yeah, those are the main categories of our economy here in San Diego. Okay, so the next question I get asked is, what are the best neighborhoods to live in here in San Diego? And obviously, I think this depends. Do you have children that are going to school? What are the best neighborhoods with highly ranked schools? Are you a foodie and want to live nearby downtown to visit all the awesome restaurants? So this varies based off what people's interests and needs are, but we have so many incredible neighborhoods, something for everyone. For families that want more suburban life, I absolutely love North County neighborhoods for them. If you want more remote living, then love Vista. And then, like I mentioned, if you're a foodie, you want to live nearby lots of great restaurants. Little Italy and downtown is great. And so, yeah, there's a neighborhood and area for everyone. It's just really, I cater this in meeting my clients on what they're looking for in a home and what lifestyle they like and where they're going to be commuting to if they have to commute to and from an office every day. So yeah, lots of great neighborhoods to live in. So another great question that I get asked is, are there challenges in living nearby the coast? And I will say, for weather purposes, that it can be gloomy a lot of the times near the coast. So they call this the marine layer, causes clouds to push in and causes it to stay really gloomy, even just like within the first 2 miles on the coast. And then from there, it can be bright and sunny. And then you're driving to the beach and you can see just the marine layer of the gloominess. So I think that's one thing to be mindful um, of coastal living, that it's awesome to live by the beach. But if you're someone like me that hates the cloud and gloom, then maybe you should prioritize living a little more inland so you don't have to deal with so many gloomy days. But besides that, I can't really think of any other problems that living by the coast brings, but that's something to be mindful of. And then, of course, I've talked about this before as well, but we can have June gloom and May gray. It's very common for those early summer months to be really gloomy and overcast. So that's one of the things I don't love about the weather out here in San Diego. Just excited and ready to get to the beaches come May, and a lot of the times it's still very gloomy May, and most are part of June as well. Okay, another question I get asked is, how's the education out here in San Diego? And it is very great. It's really top ranked. We have incredible public schools here that really prioritize STEM and other academics. So I feel really, really grateful that my kids get to have their education out here. They're really great schools. And besides academics, I think they really prioritize just yeah, the whole child and getting them ready for college and real life areas as well. So I think I've been really impressed with the schools, and I know a lot of my friends are very pleased with their kids' schools as well. So our schools are awesome out here. Okay, so what's the public transportation systems like out here in San Diego? So for the most part, I would say you will definitely need a car if you live out here. We have city buses that go around. I know they're not like super frequently or anything like that because most people do have a car, but maybe if you are living in downtown and like working and there's lots of restaurants down there, then you could get away with just having a bike and things like that. So, I mean, obviously it depends. Maybe you want to live on the coast and you get to work from home, then maybe you don't need a car. So, totally depends, but it's not incredibly common. I would say the most common options that we have for public transportation that's a good bet is we have the Coast Surf Line that goes, it starts in North County, Oceanside, and goes all the way downtown San Diego. So it has stops along the way in each city, but this is something that even professionals use to commute on a daily basis. You can buy a pass or even a monthly pass, and you can, you know, park your car at the Oceanside station, hop on the surf liner, and be to downtown in 40, 50 minutes because of the stops along the way. But this is something that is much better than having to deal with rush hour traffic on your way home, or of course going there as well, that you know that it's commonly just the 45, 50 minutes. So that's really cool, and it's a beautiful ride. Since it's on the coast, you get beautiful views. So this is a really great option. And then we also have a coaster that goes up along the 78 in North County. So same, it's in Oceanside and it goes all the way to Escondido. So there's a track on that too. So I will say that they're improving, you know, especially for commuters that are living up here in North County but still need to commute on a daily basis downtown. These are great options. Okay, another question I get asked all the time is, how safe is San Diego? So San Diego is very safe. We have a lower crime rate compared to the national average. We have tons of cities and neighborhoods that are highly ranked and safe and great places to raise kids, and families really enjoy. So San Diego is very, very safe, and feel glad about that. I know that even in my neighborhood, our local police department, we have neighborhood watch groups with them. Not that anything's going on, but they're just very involved. And if there's anything that we're concerned about, we have regular meetings with them that we can bring up and have them keep an eye on. So I've been really impressed with the local police departments as well, just how involved they are and keeping us in the know and things like that. And yeah, San Diego is really safe, and really glad for that. Okay, there you have it. Those are the most common questions I get asked on a regular basis from people thinking of making the move out here to San Diego. So let me know in the comments below if you have another question that I maybe missed. And as always, if you're thinking of making the move out here to sunny San Diego, my team and I would absolutely love to hear from you and help you make this transition as smooth and stress-free as possible. So go ahead and give us a call, send us a text, or send us an email. We'd absolutely love to hear from you. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in my next video.